Jolly Concrete, Marie Spirits, and Larry's Auto Machine. And going to post in the 12th and final row, it's car number 13, the Smith 4x4 sponsored Chevrolet for Craig Smith from Franklin, and set to go scratch on the field. Driving the Beers Incorporated, Jay's Rescue Service number 14 from East Lyme, it's Bobby Powers. First alternate for tonight's main event, car number 23 for Joey Mullen of Clinton. Car is sponsored by Paul's Custom Tackle as well as Action Amusements. Looks as though Mullen not being needed, as all 24 original starters set to do battle in tonight's AC Delco Acme Auto Parts sponsored main event. Up in front, car number 25 for Tommy Howard of Waterford, alongside car number 8 for Mark St. Hilaire of Bristol. Danny Quarterway with a quench green flag, and here we're going to look for the start through the turns. A nice orderly pace being set by a pair of Pontiacs up in row number 1 as Tommy Howard gets the bite down to turn number 1. Mark St. Hilaire settling down into the runner-up spot with car number 8. Then the 18 for Danny Field running third. Billy Blake, Terry Brick, and Todd Ceravolo, they're all working up in the top 10 as we look to complete lap number 1 out of turn number 4. Keep your eyes on Danny Field and car number 18 running strong all evening long with car number 18. He looks down low. He's looking for the runner-up position. Pulls up alongside Mark St. Hilaire through the turns. Out of turn number 4, Tommy Howard continues to set the pace. But here comes Danny Field in the 18, the deuce of George Moose Hewitt, and the 63 of Billy Blake. Well, the field continues to shuffle the decks through the turns, heading down the 300-foot-long backstretch. Through the turns, it continues to be Tommy Howard. Danny Field now up to second. Billy Blake running third. Mark St. Hilaire running fourth, and George Moose Hewitt on the move. Hewitt challenging for that fourth position out of turn number 2. Hewitt works down low. Mark St. Hilaire up high, but we've got trouble going down the backstretch. Looks as though car number 58 for Kevin Devis involved, as that'll bring out the first caution of this main event for the full body late model division. Ranks over in turn number 3. They look to accelerate out of 3 into 4 as Tommy Howard once again with a bite. The Oakdale, Connecticut driver looks to lead the field down to turn number 1. Billy Blake looking to challenge for second. The sponsor wanted Chevrolet looks to move down low out of turn number 2, side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3 as Billy Blake battles with the 25 of Tommy Howard. Here comes the 18 of Danny Field and the 8 of Mark St. Hilaire's. We've got 3 wide into turn number 1. Hewitt loose out of turn number 1. He goes around with the deuce. The rest of the field able to slip by up high. Hewitt remains parked between the turns. Danny Quarterway continues to assess the situation as that'll bring out the caution once again. Look to accelerate out of turn number 4 as Billy Blake hops right out in front out of turn number 4. Mark St. Hilaire moving up to challenge Danny Field for that runner-up position. They work side by side. Door handle, 3 wide out of turn number 2. It's car number 9 for Terry Brick looking to move into challenge as Terry Brick would like to break into the top 5. Big Mike Danknall breaking traction out of turn number 3. Danknall gathers it back in, but he drops off quite a bit. Keep your eyes on Jerry Young. We've got a car going around through the turns. It looks as though it's the 8 of Mark St. Hilaire. The field doing a fine job as everybody stays pointing the right direction as we continue to run under green. Now Jerry Young going around with the 33. Tough break for last Saturday night's feature winner. Big Mike Danknall going around with the Spirit of 76. Danknall going around over at turn number 4. So flag in hand, they look to wind him up out of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Billy Blake looks to pick up where he left off with the 63. Todd Ceravolo on the move with the 22. Best finish in his rookie season, runner-up thus far. He'd like to change that by 1 position with car number 22 as a Shoreline Supply Lou's Garage sponsored Chevrolet looks to make the bid for the lead. Side by side out of turn number 4. Ceravolo working down low. Billy Blake up high. Swap a little paint through the turns as Ceravolo looks to take over the lead out of turn number 2. Billy Blake now running second. Danny Field running third. That's a side-by-side battle between Matt Zapiri, Mark Atkinson, and C.J. Fry. Side by side, the field works away into turn number 1. Todd Ceravolo looking to pull out a lead out front of the 63 of Billy Blake. Blake loose through the turns. Here comes the rest of the field closing on in. Mark St. Hilaire running in trouble with the 8. Got another couple cars going around through the turns. It looks as though it's a 9 of Terry Brick to the 18 of Danny Field. Mark St. Hilaire back out with the Flanders Brake Alignment sponsored Pontiac. Billy Blake alongside of row number 1, Danny Field. On the inside of row number 2, Matt Superi alongside. Side by side, the first two drivers work their way through the turn. Ceravolo with the advantage out of turn number 2. Oh, hard shot on the backstretch. Big Mike Dankdahl, Kevin Davis, all taking hard shots. Another car involved on the backstretch. Farmer Phil Rondo losing a tire on car number 19. Oh, in car number 22, Billy Blake alongside of row number 1. 8 down, 12 laps to go. Keep your eyes on the heavy hitters as they look to make their way up to the front. George Moose Hewitt running into trouble on the front stretch. The Dean's Auto Salvage number 2. He's facing the wrong way as he looks to get that car fired up. That'll bring out the caution flag once again. So it looks as though we'll continue to hold with 8 laps into the record books. Points out of turn number 4. Todd Ceravolo looking to pick up where he left off. Tommy Fox loose out of turn number 4. That allowed a couple of the other drivers to slip by down low. George Dorothy and Jerry Young, a couple to name a few. Mark St. Hilaire looks to retire the 8 to the infield. Mechanical difficulties continue to plague that team. 3 wide out of turn number 4. A couple cars going around through the turns. It looks as though it's a 9 and Terry first on the throttle out of turn number 4. Billy Blake settling down to the runner-up spot with the 63. Then it's a side-by-side battle between Matt Superi and CJ Fry. Down the field, backstretch into turn number 3. The positions remain unchanged. Halfway marker out this time by 10 down. 10 laps to go as Todd Ceravolo looking for his first feature victory with car number 22. 3 wide on the front stretch into turn number 1. The field looking to make up some lost ground at the back of the pack. 10 down. That about to be clicked off to lap number 11. Keep your eyes on the front of the pack. CJ Fry looks to move up to 3rd. Billy Blake holding on to the runner-up position. John Brower Jr. working in the 5th position on the speedway. He's looking to challenge Matt Superi for that 4th spot. CJ Fry challenging Billy Blake for the runner-up position. Cars loose in the middle of the pack. One of the cars, the 11 of John Minetti. Then he keeps the car pointing in the right direction as we continue to run under green. CJ Fry continues to apply the pressure to Billy Blake's number 63. Scoreboard shows 12 laps down, 8 laps remaining. Out of turn number 4, CJ Fry looks to challenge for 2nd. He pulls down low. They swap a little paint out of turn number 1. Here comes the 07 of Matt Superi as well. Superi looks to challenge Billy Blake for 3rd. Out of turn number 4, Todd Ceravolo continues to add to his advantage. CJ Fry now up to 2nd. Superi runs 3rd. Billy Blake being challenged by the 39 of John Brower Jr. They're battling for that 4th position out of the speedway. Jerry Young looks to be trying to make his way up to the top 5 as the 5 to go marker coming out. Rookie driver Todd Ceravolo looking for his first ever late model main event as he continues to add to his advantage over the 2nd place runner of CJ Fry. Out of turn number 4, they look to click off lap number 16, this time by Ceravolo continues to lead the 6X of CJ Fry about 8, 9, 10 car lengths separating the first 2 runners. This time by the field will look to complete lap number 17. The Shoreline Supply, Lou's Garage sponsored Chevrolet with Todd Ceravolo on board. Been a long time since the rookie drivers run a race here in their rookie season as Todd Ceravolo looking to pick up his first ever full-body late model main event battle, shaping up for 2nd. Matt Superi comes to life with a 07. He looks to challenge for the runner-up spot. He pulls alongside CJ Fry through the turns. Side by side, they work their way down the backstretch into turn number 3. White flag due out this time by Todd Ceravolo looking for his first ever late model main event. Matt Superi looks to be taking over control as 2nd. He's being challenged up high by the 6X of CJ Fry. Half a circle remaining as your leader working through the turns as Todd Ceravolo in car number 22 picks up his first ever main event. Matt Superi settling for the runner-up position with car number 07. Tommy Fox going around after the start-finish. So Tommy Fox holding on to his spot with car number 47. He was narrowly missed by the 13er Craig Smith. But your winner in his rookie season, again, it's been a long time since a rookie driver has been able to pick up A feature event win with all the strong running late model drivers we have in competition here at the Speedway. But Todd Ceravolo and car number 22, the Lou's Garage Shoreline Supply sponsored Chevrolet, as Ceravolo looks to pull down into victory lane. Joe Golestad trackside, he's going to have a word with your feature winner.
Well, first of all, folks, don't go away. We've got another feature event coming away. The Acme Auto AC Delco modified feature lining up in the pit area, so still plenty of action coming away. Meanwhile, back in victory lane, the driver of the Shoreline Supply, Lou's Garage, sponsored number 22, a rookie in late model action, picks up his first ever feature win. Did it rather convincingly. He's smiling so big in there. Actually, it's from one end of the door panel to the other, as tonight's feature winner finally finds victory lane. A second generation driver. I'm sure he's had a lot of help. They've had a lot of talks about what to do, how to turn left. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's Acme Auto AC Delco sponsored 20 lap late model feature event, as Todd Ceravolo out of Groton, Connecticut, driving to Shoreline Supply, Lou's Garage number 22. You know, Todd Ceravolo, we've suffered through a long half of a first season, but I think it's all worthwhile right here tonight to talk to you here in victory lane. What do you say? Feel the same way?
No, this is better than anything, any modified race we ever won. And I'd like to thank my sponsor, Lou Rose and Shoreline Supply, and Dana and everybody else who buys me tires now and then. And just everybody helps up. Henry Fournier, the car owner, and John, crew member, and just everybody that's involved. Dickie Parapat. The solo moral support helps too.
Well, you know, it's been a long time in coming. You're a rookie in the division. Every week you seem to get stronger. Tonight you got super strong. Can we look for more of the same for the remainder of the year?
I sure hope so.
Well, how about it, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's 20 lap Acme Auto AC Delco sponsored main event down here in victory lane, as Todd Ceravolo, victorious for the very first time in the history of a racing.